Hey friends, welcome back. Now we are going to continue our MERN stack series. This is our e-commerce project, and till now we have completed various parts of our application. So here I'm running both my admin application as well as my React clone application. Okay, so here are the terminals, different servers which are running. So I believe this is admin application and this is the MERN backend application running, and then we have one more which is for Flipkart clone. Okay, and this is just a normal terminal, you can simply close it. Okay, so three different terminals are running because we have three different applications: admin application, front end application, and back end application. Okay, so let's minimize all of them, and this is what we have implemented in the front end of the Flipkart clone. So this is one of the view of Flipkart. If you go explore this website, so this is the actual real website and we are making a clone of it. So this is a group based product. So this is also, you can say it's like a store with different group of phones, like the under the budget phone and high range phones, right? And you can also see the URL, it is Samsung mobile store. Now if you go for different, for example, if you go for Apple, this is another view which represents totally about the brands without any products. So all of them are just cards with some anchor tag or href. So whenever you are going to click any of them, then you simply going to navigate to a different page, which is actually the iPhone. It will show again you the list of iPhones or anything, whatever you are going to click, right? Next, what we have, if you click on some others, for example Realme, so this is again a normal list of phones which you are going to see in all other e-commerce websites, right? So this is the three different views I can notice in this. Okay, if you see any other, then you just let me know in the comment section. Okay, so what we have done, this is what we have created. This is a store, I can say, right? We have created the store part. Now I'm going to create the page part. For that we have also created some backend part. You can go and you can check. So let me log in first so I can show you what we have done till now. Okay, and password, submit. Now you're a logged in user, right? Now let's reload the application. Let's go to the inspect. Okay, I just want to keep it open so I can see errors or anything else happened. Okay, so here is the page tab, and here we can create different pages. For example, Apple or Oppo, any other brand, right? So if you go, and here we have our MongoDB database. Okay, let's reload this page. And also one more thing, like some of you keep on asking about the source code, right? So for the source code, you can simply navigate to the github.com/res170. This is my repository. Also you can navigate to the webscript.info, right? And here you can find the source code, right? So you can go to the e-commerce project, merged project website source code. Yes, so this is one example, one post. You can click on that and you can see we have here backend source code, so MERN backend application code as and the admin. And I haven't added the Flipkart clone source code over here, but you can also find that source code of the clone in this repository, right? So I have the repository list. You can simply go to the repositories tab, or you can find from my website as well. So here you can see the e-commerce backend REST server, e-commerce admin app, and e-commerce Flipkart clone, right? So whatever the source code you want, you can simply clone from here. Okay, that's it. Now let's close these things and let's go back to the database, and here we have our page collection. So I have made some changes back of view. I will show you whatever the changes I have done, so you can just copy and paste in your text editor, right? So here I have created this page with the banners. Here we have banners. So here we have two banners, and here we have 4 products. Okay, so let me show you my change. So let me close everything, and here, so here first you go to the MERN backend, then you go to the source code, then you go to the controller, admin, and page.js. So this is our page controller, and our change is over here. So in my last video I have created a till here, like you can get all the banners and products, and then you can directly save this part, right? You can directly save the page in your database, but there is a chance you can have multiple page of a same item, right? So for that, what you have to do, you have to go to the models, you have to go to the page.js, and you have to make your category unique. So this is the field category. You just go and write over here unique true. That's it. So this is going to be unique, and you cannot have more pages for one brand, right? For Apple, you are going to have only one page, right? You cannot have two Apple pages, right? So, and the second case, what we can do, if you want to change, we can update the existing page with the new page, right? So you just go and add this new field, unique true. That's it. Next, go to the page.js, and this is the modification. So till line 18, everything as it is, right? And after that, you have to add this code. So just do page and find one. So here we are just checking like if this page is already added or not. If this is already added, then we are going to update the page, and if it is not added, then we are going to save the page, right? So here you can see one, we are trying to find it, and based on the ID, so we have the ID in our request body. Here we have execute function where we are having two arguments, error on page. If there is an error, then we are going to simply return status 400 with the error information, right? Next, we are going to check page. So if page exists, then this if block is going to be true, right? And we are going to update our current page, right? So we are just going to find the existing page with this condition, okay? With the function find one and update, we'll apply this condition category, and then second argument is the information, whatever the information we want to update, and then again execute, and if it executed successfully, then we'll check if there any error or not. If updated, then we'll simply return a response that is 201, means page got created. Else if it is a totally new page, then we'll simply create the same as usual function, right? What we have done in the last video. So you can take the page, put the request.body within the page class, okay? Sorry, page object or whatever it is. You can simply put the request.body within the page object, and here you can see you can do the page.save, and you can save, and you can finally return whatever you have written. So that's it. Okay, so this is going to work, and for the testing, let's save this, and let's go to the Apple e-commerce application. Okay, so let's try to update something, right? So here we have Apple Store right now. You can see the title Apple Store. Now let's go admin application, and we'll update Apple. We'll add Apple Store 2 or 3. Okay, and now let's do the save operation, and you can see the create page success. You can also check in the Redux. You have got the state create page success, that is true over here. You can see the complete state. You have got page as well, right? So and you can for the confirmation part, we haven't coded it, so you can check in your database, right? You can reload or reset, whatever you can do in your MongoDB collection. Now here you can see what we have. Title is Apple Store 2, right? So it got updated. Like this, you can create more pages with banners and products. Okay, so let me undo the change. Okay, so we'll go again, we'll say create page, we'll select Apple, and we'll select Apple Store, right? Hopefully this is what, go to Apple. Yeah, it's Apple Store. The title is Apple Store, right? So here we'll say Apple Store. Now let's do the saving part. Yep, it is saved, and you can verify through here. So reset, and Apple Store, back to Apple Store, right? So here you can check. So this is done. Apart from that, I have added one more function in the controller, that is get page. So just do copy and paste, So here we are just getting the params information, right? We will send information like category ID and type within the params, and we'll see if type is a page. Then we'll find the page from the collection, page collection, and we'll return that information. Okay, so that's it. So based on for these two controller, we have routes as well. So you can go to the routes part, you can go to the admin, you can go to the page.js, and here you can see this is what we have done already, right? Secondary, we have a router with the get request, and this is the path /page /category /type, and the controller name get page, and you can import from the controller. That's it. So let's save this, and now this is what we have done for the backend, and we will update or improve it later. Now let's come back to the Flipkart clone part, and here we have source part, source code, and here we have actions. Here we have pay product.action.js, right? So instead of creating product.action.js, we are going to create either you can use this product.action.js itself, or you can create a new action file if you are thinking, oh, it's a page, it's not about product, right? So you can go either way, it is fine. Right now I'm going to use this existing action product.action.js instead of new one. So let's copy this, and here instead let's change this name. We'll say get page, get product page. So this is our action name, get product page. Instead of slug, I will say payload. Okay, so that's our request body, and dispatch as it is. And here it is going to be like the function we have page, and here we are going to say const, and from the payload we will extract some information. Okay, so we'll say CID. Next we're going to say type, and here we'll say CID. Next we're going to say $, and here we'll say type, right? So this is our request API call, and let's remove this, and let's remove this too, and let's do console.log and say res save, right? So once this request will be successful, then we'll add the actions, dispatch actions. Okay, so let's save this for now and call this get product page. So what we have to do, we have to do a lot of modification in our containers. So here we have a product list page, right? So here directly we are rendering the information like the store, Samsung store or whatever you can call it. So there might be different stores also. So instead of calling it in this rendering this in the root file, I'm going to create a new file. Okay, so that is going to be the list or whatever it is. So I will create a file, product will say store, right? Because this is a store, product store, and inside this we're going to create an index.js file as well as an style sheet, style.css. Sorry, it's a style.css, right? So we'll say here CSS, and let's copy everything from here, or let's go to the index.js first, rfc, and let's give it a name, product store, right? Product store. Now let's go to your index root file and let's grab this. Okay, so you can simply cut from here, and let's go to the index.js and paste over here, or you can remove this directly, add a fragment, right? So we don't need to add a div, right? And do the format document. Okay, now we have to get all the imports, right? Otherwise it is not going to work. Index.js, and we'll take all of these things, cut from here and paste over here. Okay, and also the import index. So we'll simply cut from here. Oh no, not that. So let's copy from here and let's go to the index.js, and after the react let's paste over here, right? So here we are using use selector, we all have use selector. Get products by slug is it is going to be having one more directory, right? One more level. So we'll give this one and remove this action. We'll add get product page. Okay. Layout is not required over here because we are going to have that in the root file. Public URL, yeah, this is going to be one more dot, and because that we are one directory up, and looks like everything is fine. Okay, so here we have use selector, right? We have dispatch, and we have get products by, okay, sorry, this is actually get products by select. What it was, that was fine, right? Next we have all the details like that. Save it, right? Go to the list page and remove things which is not required. Remove the actions also. Use state, use effect, nothing is required. Okay, let's save this, and now let's render that. We'll say product store. Okay, as well as we need to pass the props details. Okay, save. Okay, so this is our React application, which is there's some error. Use state, use effect is not defined. Product store index.js file. Product store index.js file, and yes. So we'll say use state, use effect. Okay, save this. Okay, so this is working like normal what we have previously, and you can go any other pages. So fine. Now we'll update our route. So for that we have to go our components. We have layout. Yeah, no, not layout. Menu header index.js, and here we are doing anchor tag, right? Later we will also replace this anchor tag with the React link component. Okay, so right now we have this category slug. We'll take this under the backticks, and let's add a dollar symbol. So it will be a variable. Add a / before, and then again, and here we'll say that is okay, no, not that. We'll say question mark, and here we'll say CID equals to dollar, and here we'll say what is it? It is category dot underscore ID. Next we'll say ampersand, and type equals to either it will be undefined or some values like product or page. Okay, so here we'll say dollar category dot page. Oh, sorry, category dot page. Okay, so if you want me, I can break it. So this looks like this. Okay, save this. Now let's go and check. Go to the Samsung, and yes, we have Samsung question mark CID, Samsung category ID, and type is undefined. Right now Samsung is undefined, right? Go to the Apple, and type is again Apple undefined. Why it is undefined? It should be, oh sorry, it is category dot type, not page. Okay, so let's try again, and we'll say Samsung, and here it is type equals to store. Let's go to the Apple, and here it is type equals to page, right? So we'll like this, will grab the information. So let's move forward to our next step, that is the Apple page, right? So this is one of the example. You can create many more pages like that. Okay, so let me go move, and let me go to our index.js file. This is the root component, right? And here we'll write a function render. We'll say const render product, render products, that's it. Render product, or whatever it is, you can give any name. Next we're gonna have like this console.log, and we'll simply print the props, and let's save this. Okay, now let's go and let's open your browser, inspect console, reload console, and where is it? What is it? It is not calling. Oh, what we have to do, we have to call this render products, and also we have to return something, or it is not important. So let's call that render product. Okay, so here you can see we have got the props, and inside the props we have match will tell you the params, so that params value is iPhone. Okay, and location will give you the information of your extra params, right? So that is your search location dot search. You can see there is a question mark, CID, and the category ID and the type page. So here, from here we have to extract all the information, and this is kind looks not very good. It is not in the very good form, so we are going to write our own some utility function, right? So we can use that function every time to extract the information from this kind of string. Okay, so let's go and let's close the containers and meal source, and within the source we'll create a folder that is utils, right? So that is utility folder, so we can have some useful function over here like Axios. Okay, so here we'll create a file, we'll say, okay, we'll give it a name like get params.js, or you can give it any name like get query params or anything which looks familiar, right? Get params.js. Here we'll create a default function which is export default, and we'll take query. So that query is actually that search, this one, the search, I'm calling it query. Okay, and here we'll return, right? So we'll say if will query, if query exists then it is good to go, and we'll say const, and here we have query, right? So here we'll say query string equals to, and we'll use the query dot split, and here we have a question mark, right? So this is a two information, like one information before the question mark, one information after the question mark. It means question mark is always going to be the at least one, right? So to differentiate between the URL and the params, so we'll say split by question mark, and so it is going to give two arrays. One is the empty and another one is the value. So second array is the important one. Next we'll say if query string dot length greater than 0, then we'll proceed this, right? So we'll say query string, so this part like CID equals to this one, and type. Again we'll do split and we'll break it from the ampersand. So for the two different params there is a difference, that is ampersand. This is what we have added, right? We'll say ampersand, and it will break it down into two parts, or into various forms, right? Here we'll say const params equals to query string, and here we'll say, so params is basically now an array with all the key value information, right? All the key value URL information. Now here what we'll do, we'll create a new variable. We're going to say params or new params object. Okay, params object equals to this one, empty object. Next we'll say params dot for each. Okay, let's remove this additional array. So params dot for each and a function, right? So here we'll have element, we'll say param, right? And here we'll say if param, like what if we are going to have this CID equals to this one, and another one is type equals to this one, right? So we'll say we want the CID, that's the key name, and the value is something, right? So param, and we'll say param dot split, and split by equal to sign, sorry, it's equal sign, right? So this equals, and now we are going to have one more array with the information like CID and the value, right? So here we'll say const param or key value, that's better name, key value, and params object, and we'll use key value as a key value 0. So this is going to be our key, that is CID, and the value is going to be the key value itself with the second value in the array, right? So that is going to be value. So it means it is going to be the CID with the value like category ID, right? And then type with the value type, right? And once this got completed, we are going to return that params object. Otherwise we are going to return an empty object. Okay, we have to return something. Now this is our get params function we have created over here, and now let's go to our container and index.js. So this is our rendered product part, and here we'll create a switch. Before that we'll say const params equals to get params. So this function we'll use here, and we'll pass props dot location dot search, right? So we'll get an object over here. Let's console dot log params, save it, and get params, you can see it's exported. So here you can see, so this what we have got with our get param util function. We have got CID and we have got type. Yeah. Now next thing, we are going to write a switch function, because we are going to switch into the different pages, right, based on the type. Switch will say params, so that's an object. We'll say type, right? So case 1, that is going to be the store. Okay, for the store we'll render something like this, product store. So let's cut it from here, and we'll create a new variable. So let's remove this, say const, or we'll say let, or we'll say content with the value null, and over here we'll say content equals to this one, products, and if done then we'll break over here. Next we're going to say case, and here the another value is a page. We're expecting a page, content equals to, so we haven't created any page yet, so let's create a page, product page. We'll say index.js, and here we'll say RFC product page, save index.js, and here we'll say product page, right? And this product page is also imported, and we'll again pass all the required props here, and then we'll break here. Now the default case will return content equals to null. Okay, now we'll say return content. Okay, so we'll add default something like the list of the product what we have seen in the Realme phone. Okay, so here we have content, and let's remove this. So let's save this and try this, and we have got product list page. You attempted to import something which falls outside of the project. Okay, oh man, we have imported something from the admin page, right? So let's remove this, and where we have used a param, control F, sorry, remove, control F, param. So are we using anywhere? No, fine. Okay, so see here, this is our output, right? So this is our page. We have got our page, that's for the iPhone. Now let's go to the Samsung, and you can see we have got our Samsung page. Now let's try to navigate to the Apple page. Okay, so here we have got Apple product page. Okay, now we are going to write action. Oh, we already have the action. Let's go to the product page, index, and create a style sheet over here, style.css. Now index.js file, and let's remove this. So we'll use fragment, and here we'll say h1. Oh, we have to we have to call, and we have to use reducer to get the page information, right? So first let add the action, import from actions, and here we'll say get product page. Okay, now we'll add dispatch, say dispatch, so use dispatch. Next we are going to have const, we'll say product use selector, say state dot product. Next okay, that's it. Now we'll write a use effect function, okay, for our component did mount part, and here we'll use dispatch function, which is going to dispatch an action get product page, which takes a payload, don't forget about it. Okay, so here we have our props. Like usual, we'll create const, we'll say payload equals to, here we're going to have params, right? So params is like is going to be like this one, like CID equals to some category and type equals to page, like that. Okay, so let's get the params, and we'll say const, and we'll say params equals to get params. We'll use our util function, we'll say props dot location dot search, right? And here we have got our params, and let's copy this params, and let's remove this thing, and that's it. So we have got our params, and that is as it is. We already have the property over here, CID and type, so we can simply pass it. We don't need to modify it. Okay, payload, and we'll for just now we'll do something like just to see the immediate output, JSON. Oh no, let's save this, and let's go to our actions, product.actions, and here we have console.log. So we'll see this action console. Okay, so let's go, and we'll say we'll reload page, check out your input, check out your console, and here we have got something. What is this, category list? Oh no, not this one. And is there any call? So we have got call, undefined, headers. Okay, so API page and undefined, right? Why is that? Okay, okay, let's go and check your product page. Get params is here, and over here we have props.location.search. Okay, let's comment out console.log, we'll say params, you imported something which is okay, by mistake it is getting imported just because we are writing params, right? Save, and yes, we have got our params, that is CID and this one. Save. Yep, params is working fine. So we have CID and we have type. Then why isn't working? Okay, let's go to the action, product.action. We've got payload, payload, and then we have CID, and then we have type, console.log, payload. Yes, payload, params, CID and type. Let's go to the network tab, and then why it is undefined. Oh, sorry, it's payload dot params. Okay. And yes, our call completed. So this is our second call now with the data page, right? So we have got our page. Hooray! Now we have products. Okay, we have banners. Yes, working. Now, okay, so now let's write some constants. So as we are already using the action product action, so we are going to write over here only. So we'll say in the product itself. So here we'll say get score product underscore page underscore request paste, and here we'll say success, and here we'll say failure. Okay, save this, and now let's go to the product action, and here the dispatch type product constants dot get underscore product page underscore success. Next is the payload. So we'll say here, okay, let's get the page const. We'll say page from res dot data, right? And we'll say page, right? Next, let's copy this, and failure get underscore product page failure, and here we'll say error, sorry, and let's copy this line, error. Okay, so this, and also let's remove this, and before making the request, let's remove this one as well. Dispatch type product constants dot get underscore page underscore request, save. Also you can write inside the try, and then catch error. So save this, and let's go to a reducer. Where is our reducer? Reducers, and here is our product.reducer.js, and here we'll write a page underscore page request page fetch request false. Now we'll say page object, and that's it. Okay, let's copy this item 3 times. Now format. Okay, so here we'll say get underscore product underscore page request. Okay, so here we'll remove this, or let's copy this, say page, and let's remove this, and here we'll say page request, that is true, we are making the request. Next we have, let's copy this, and let's copy this. Okay, so let's remove this page, this line is not required here because it's a request, and here we'll say get underscore product underscore success, and here it is required page request got completed, so it will be false. And next again get underscore product underscore failure, and okay, let's remove everything. Page request, so false, as well as we are going to have error, so say action dot payload dot error. Okay, also add error null. Okay, save this. Okay, we have request success and failure. Okay, hopefully it is going to work. Now let's go to your component, your container file. Where is that? So here is our store index.js file, and we'll simply say json.stringify. So before stringify, let's okay, here we have product dot page. Okay, now let's go, and we have some error is not defined. Error is not defined online product.action.js. So let's go to the product.action.js, and here we have error. Yes, okay, here should be something like error. Yes, we have got the page information, like all the banners and all the products, items, whatever we want to display over this page. Okay, so now we are going to use a beautiful library. So you can see there we have some kind of effects, right? So this can be a slide, this can be a carousel, or this can be anything, whatever it suits to you. So right now one thing is coming in my mind, and I'm familiar with it. So that is React responsive carousel. Okay, and let's go to this React responsive carousel, and you can install this, a very simple library which you can use easily. You can also see the demo. So for the demo, you can click on this, and here you can see this is going to look like this. This is the demo, right? There are various forms available. You can just explore this library. It's very simple to use. So let's install this. Okay, so let's go to your view, let's go to your terminal. So you are already in the Flipkart clone. Make sure you are in the Flipkart clone, right? And let's go back, and let's come here, and let's go back. Let's copy the installation, and let's paste over here, and don't forget to add -- save, right? So let it complete first. And let's add the required things. So what we need to do, let's copy this line, these two lines, copy, let's go to your page, paste over here. Okay, so these are the things which are required. Carousel we have over here. So the installation is already completed. Now, okay, we have added in the wrong one. Let's cut from here, and let's go to your page, which is this one, and let's add over here. Okay, carousel we have. Now we'll first add a small header h3, and we'll say, okay, let's get the page first, const page, and we'll say product. So from the product we'll extract the page, and here we'll say page dot title. Let's remove this, save, and let's see. Yep, we have got Apple Store. Next we are going to have a carousel, right? So I'll say carousel, and inside the carousel we are going to have multiple divs to represent the images. So for that I'm going to loop through my array. Okay, so we'll say page dot banners and page dot banners dot map, and here we'll say banner comma index. Okay, or here we'll say div, and okay, let's see the library how it looks. So this looks like this, div with the image and all the information. So if you want, you can add the paradigm. That is not important right now. Okay, so this is the class legend from this library itself that you can see coming from the carousel.mean.css. This is some kind of style. Let's remove that src equals to, here we'll say banner dot, what is the image name? That's img, and here we'll say alt, that's it. So let's say, oh, okay, add the key because it's a loop, and here's the index. Let's go, and yeah, we are going to have something over here, right? So this is the page, this is our form, right? So let's add, yep, something wrong. Yep, so this is working. You can also, we have also got a thumbnail over here, right? And thumbnail, right? So okay, let's remove whatever is not necessary. As per this design, we don't have anything. So let's go and let's remove this legend. This is not required. Save. And yeah, and also this is thumbnail, right? You can also remove this one. For that, you can go and check what we have. So there are a lot of things. I will take you quickly. So here is render thumbs. So those are the thumbs, right? You can check the thumbs. So these two are thumbs. So I will simply go in the carousel and I will just do something which will not allow to render the thumbs. Okay, so I will simply write something. So render thumb takes a function. There you can return your own set of images, and I'm going to write an empty arrow function. Yeah, it got removed, and we have our normal things like, okay, so this is fine. Now you can see this is a div tag which is not clickable, and also if you go to the electronics, you see your menu is getting not displayable, right? Now you can see your menu is not getting appeared because of this slider. So we are going to do some changes. Let's console inspect, and that's the list, right? So this is the list, and this is the anchor tag. This is the, what is this? Samsung. Yeah, this is the list. This is the mobiles. This is the list. This is the list. Okay. So this is the CSS class. Simply copy this. Sorry. Copy. Let's go to your style sheet. So where is our menu header? Style.css. Control F. Find the CSS code, and here we'll add simply z-index higher values like 1. Let's test this, and yeah, now it is working. Cool. So this is working now. Let's go to the Samsung. We have got the Samsung page. Now let's go to the Apple. We have got Apple page, right? Also, let's go and add some styling part. So here we have index.js file, and we'll add a div over here, and we'll add a styling. So we'll say margin from left right 10 pixel, from top and bottom 0, and it didn't work. Oh sorry, margin from top and bottom 0, from left right it is 10 pixel. Yep, it worked. So we have Apple Store, we have two different images which you can slide right now. Okay, so but still it is not clickable, right? You can see it's a thumb. So for that we are going to use anchor tag, and this anchor tag is not a block level element. Okay, so we have to make it a block level element. Let's say style display block. Now it is anchor tag, or now it is also a block level element. Now we have to add href. So here we'll say banner dot navigate to. That's the property we have added. Okay, So it's banner.navigate to. Click, and you see the page, banner clicked, category ID, so which banner, so that's the banner category ID, and type is undefined. That's because of our backend. And you can go back to this. Okay, let's go and go to another one, and you see banner clicked, category ID is something this, and type is again undefined. So yeah, this is working. Next is we're going to have product. Okay, so we'll use page dot products, page dot products, and page dot products dot map, and here we're going to have an arrow function. And here we'll say div okay, cool. So here we have div, and here we're going to have an image with the alt empty src equals to product dot img. Okay, also we are going to have a key index, and for now we just product.image. Let's save this, and let's go to the Apple page, and you can see we have some products as well. Okay, so we have to make it something like that. So previously it was different, now it gets changed. So this is just 3 cards, right? So we'll do something like that. Okay, so we'll create a card. Do we have a card in our layout? So we have layout, we have index.js, menu header, and all. So we don't have a card, right? So we'll create a card. Components layout is fine. Okay, so we'll create a UI folder. Inside this we'll create a card.js. Okay, and here we'll say rfc card, or instead of card.js directly, I'm going to create a folder. So yep, let's delete this. So inside the UI I will create a new folder, that is card, and inside the card folder I will create index.js as well as style.css. index.js rfc card. Okay, let's remove this, and let's go to the style sheet, or let's import style.css. Okay, so here we have style.css, and we'll code for card. We'll say width 100%, and height is going to be anything. Background color is going to be white. Okay, border is going to be 1 pixel solid hash CCC, and background is done. A box shadow which makes it look like a card. 0 0 2 pixel hash CECC. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, so here we have card imported over here. Class name equals to card. Let's add a props dot card. Okay, now let's go to your page index.js, and replace this with a card. Let's copy this. Card is also imported from the UI component folder, and here we have card index.js. Let's go to page, and yes, we have got card, but that is not visible over here. Okay, of course we have to give some width, height, and everything, right? So also let's make this style display flex. Okay, and let's go to your card component, and here we'll say props, so we'll spread the props. Now let's go to the card. Style, we are adding inline style. Okay, so here we'll say width of the card, that is going to be let's say the 400 pixel. Height is going to be 200 pixel, and margin from top and bottom 0, from left right 5 pixel. Save. Yes, we are getting our cards, okay, but it is not looking good. And where the product image is, something is wrong. Okay, previously we were getting the image. Here we'll say width 100%. Still not getting the image. Oops, let's go to your card, index.js, and props not card, it's children. Okay, yep. So like this we have got our property, which is totally not good. And here we have our props, and let's go to the page, and we have given a width and height to the card, right? So it should be like 400 and 200, but why isn't taking? Okay, I think flex, we have to change this. Justify content center, so it will be in the center, and flex wrap is going to be the wrap. Yeah, now it's looking good. A little bit of different, not as per our thoughts. So let's add a margin top and bottom 10 pixel, left right 0, and give a margin from top and bottom, or from every side 5 pixel. Yeah, kind of looking good. And by mistake we have added thumb over here. So by mistake over here we have added thumb, so that's so these images are not clear. Still, why we are overlapping? Spect. Height is not given. Card 400 pixel image. Height 100%. Okay, let's give a height over here 100%. Okay, now let's see our output. So this is our final output. We have created a Apple brand product page. Okay, so when we are going to click on this, we are going to navigate to the Apple phone product list. Okay, now let's check on the Samsung. Yes, Samsung is working as it is. Now let's go on Apple, and here you can see we have Apple, and this is a dynamically created page. So guys, this is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.